Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to go over a 2-3 zone buster. So it's a really easy 2-3 zone offense that you can run, and this can be ran at the lower school, middle school, high school levels, and it really just simplifies it down. I've ran offenses against 2-3s before and have some quick hitters or whatnot. However, this is a very simple way to just break down a zone, and with some really simple rules to where you can get some guys open for threes, you can get some guys open in the middle, get some guys open on the short corner, attacking the basket, backdoor cutting, stuff like that, penetrating the gaps. So I want to go over that with you. Before we do that, we're just going to go ahead and go over the rules of a 2-3 zone to make sure that everyone understands the process of where the ball how the ball influences where the zone is going to go. Okay, so again, 2-3 zone, you got 2 guys at the top, 3 guys at the bottom. Top 2 guys, their job is to cover the top, the wings, and then get into help in the midline, try to defend the high post area. So just know when the ball goes there, you'll see 2 or 1 coming out. And the zone, the bottom guy should be shifting over, jumping to the ball, basically the term that coaches will use. If the ball goes to the corner, that bottom guy there will shoot out to cover the block. This guy will rotate over, not cover the corner. This guy would come over to cover the block. This guy would come over to help. This guy would be help line, intercepting passes here, or some coaches may actually drop them down here. And then this person here would be in help, defending the passing lanes, things of that nature. So we're just going to go over the rotations now. That way you can see it and understand it. And then we'll get into the zone buster itself. So at this simulation, the ball is passed to the right side. We're going to go right wing, right corner, right wing, top, left corner, left wing, left corner, and then we're going to show a skip pass, and I want you to see this backside guy, what he has to do, and what you already may know, and that's fine, but it's significant into the offensive placement of what we have the people there. So right wing, right corner, right wing, top, left wing, left corner, and skip. Now the skip pass, as you notice, this guy, if the skip comes from here, and they make that pass, if this person here is rotated over on the help line, he may not be able to be fast enough to get back. So this person on the bottom side, on the weak side, is going to have to cheat over until he or she comes back to position that, okay, which leaves this potentially open here, okay, which is significant into the type of offense that we're going to show you here. Okay, so I'm going to set them up, and we're going to go over the positioning. Okay, so we basically have a 1-3-1 set. This backside guy here is going to be what's called the flank area. Okay, he can start off back here if you'd like. Sometimes they'll start off in the corner just to kind of give it a different look, but basically what they're going to do is they're going to run side to side right here, depending on what side the ball is on. And his rule, or her rule, is basically when the ball touches the middle, if they're wide, so like if they're outside wide, they should be diving to the block every single time. Okay, if the ball goes to the opposite side of where they are, they should rotate over to that short corner flank area looking for the ball. All right, if they touch the ball, they can get some layups off of it, or they can look to hit the middleman who's going to be diving to the block, all right, or dish it out to some of the wings, which will go over their responsibilities here in a second. Okay, the nail, okay, we call this the nail man because in every gym in America they have a nail line which is centered on the gym floor. It's how they start laying the floors down. They put it dead center, and there's a nail on that free throw line. So we call this the nail man. Okay, and he didn't have to necessarily stay right on the nail. They float around high post area. Rule for him or her is when they get the ball, okay, when they catch the ball here, they can look to dribble penetrate, they can dish it off to the flank, or they can pop it out to some of the wings. All right, the wings job is whenever the ball hits the nail or the flank, specifically inside this middle area here, they should drop down to the corners, okay, because if these guys are going to get sucked in, and then you're going to have wide open shots from those corners. The guy at the top, whatever side the ball goes to, he has a decision. He can stay at the top or rotate over to that ball side wing. Okay, and then as the ball advances back up, if the ball comes back to the top, you'll see the 3 and the 2 where they rotate back over and they come back to the top of the wings here. Of course, they could also screen these guys out here and kind of switch positions to kind of mix it up to get themselves in different spots of the court, which is completely fine. You can let them get creative as well. So let's take a look at how that looks here. So it's initiated here with a pass, and you see how the flank guy gets himself in position here. He could have also stayed in the corner here if he'd liked to start the offense, and they could have passed it here and passed it back and then reversed it, and then he could have come cut to that opposite side. That's another option. Then let's see the defense rotating over here. Now his option here, he's probably not going to be able to get it to the flank right here, obviously. The flank could also come and set a pick on that 3 guy for a corner if you have a really good shooter. But his job here is to look for the middle to start. If not, they can reverse it, swing the ball around. Flank would come over here. And then we're looking to hit short corner, middle area. Kind of go from there. Key things to remember, guys, as you're looking for ball fakes. Okay, fake a pass, make a pass. Don't just catch it and be really predictable about what you're going to do. You want to really make that defense work and try to make them work and rotate, and that way you can open up some of the gaps, penetrate the gaps obviously as well if you can. Okay, so as you see here, we're going to reverse the ball and we're going to swing it to 2. See, the flank is moving as the ball moves. He's not waiting. He sees the ball advancing. As the ball hit the top, he should have probably been more along the block side, and then when you see the ball coming back, there he is. As you see, this guy's cheating up to help out. This will potentially leave that flank open, and when you get the ball into the flank area, the guards here should now drop down to the corners, and then your 5 is going to now dive inside towards the rim, as you'll see there. And now the options for the flank, as you now have a 4-on-3 advantage. As you see, we're trying to put them basically in mismatches here. They could obviously go up for a layup if they're not rotating fast enough. If this guy rotates over, 5 should seal, and then that's a little dish down, that's a layup. Could also pop the ball to 2 here. He can dribble drive along the baseline, pop it to 3 here, and then they can reverse it back. 1 could float to corner, then get a shot off of it. Okay, that's an option right here. As you see, 4 will then suck the defense in, pop it out. There's your shooter. At this point, we get the ball back to the top. As you see, 5 making his way back to the top, and so are the guards. Okay, the guards are coming right back. However, if you notice the defense is rotating back and forth and they react pretty quick, or they over pursue, then you could also cheat back for a second, and that way if the ball gets back to the top here, and you got, especially on the flank side, you could actually stay down here to make them make a decision on who they're going to guard, and you can pass it right back to the 2 for a shot in that situation. Okay, so then in this situation we hit the middle, and when we hit the middle, again, middle, nail, or flank, guards are going to dive down, and let's see if the ball, if this guy's open, needs to be a good ball fake high, bounce pass low to the flank area, and then that would be a wide open layup that they can make there. Okay, so it's basically just a continuous motion, very simplified type offense. Okay, another option to kind of get your guys in different position, again, if for some reason the ball was over here and we passed it out to 2 and they want to just kind of interchange, they could easily just come up here, and then 1 could come around here to interchange. 2's now at the top, or it's just a quick really simple solution. If this guy cuts baseline, then this guy can come up and we can pass the ball to 3 here, and then now they're just in different sets as well. Okay, and then the flank and the nail guys could also interchange whenever they can, but they don't have to if you're having success on those guys there. However, it's really just simpler to keep 1 guy as your nail, 1 guy as your flank, and if it's not working out, you can switch them out, or if you want to get your other guards involved and get them a little bit more motion, you can do that as well. So I hope this video helped, guys, against a 2-3 zone, helping identify some weak spots in the zone, how to move the ball, how to identify, how to get open looks. Let me know your comments below. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.